We're gonna start this list off super awkward and talk about. Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So as you can already see by the title, today I'm sharing with you 5 things to avoid when trying to conceive. Normally I'm throwing out tips and things you should be doing when you're trying to get pregnant, but this time I'm changing it up and just telling you what not to do. I hope you find this list helpful, and if you do, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Not only does it tell me that you like this type of content, but also it really helps my channel out a lot, and I really appreciate it. And also, if you are new here, my name is Shelby, and lately I've been doing a lot of pregnancy and trying to conceive videos because that's where I'm at currently in my journey. But if you are new here and you do like my content, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and join my little family here on YouTube. Before we jump in, I have to put the disclaimer out there that I am not a medical professional. I am not a fertility specialist. I am just sharing my own personal experience and research. But let's just get to it. We're gonna start this list off super awkward and talk about lubricant. Yes, you heard me. So really, you just want to stop using any normal, regular lubricant you may have already been using. There are actually ingredients in lubricants that will affect the mobility of sperm. And that's the exact opposite of what you want. You want the sperm to swim freely and make its way to an egg, not be all screwed up by silicone and petroleum and all of these other ingredients that is found in lubricant that can affect mobility of sperm. Don't worry, if you are somebody that really likes to use lubricant or it's helpful for you, then that's okay. There are conception-friendly lubricants out there. Yes, I know. Are you surprised? I know I was. There is one specific one that I would recommend, and that is Preseed lubricant. The only reason I'm recommending it is it's because it's the only one I've ever used. I had no issue with it. We've used it every time we've tried to get pregnant and had no issue getting pregnant, obviously. And so I highly recommend it. Not only is it conception friendly and not hurt the mobility of sperm, but it's known to actually help assist it. So it's supposed to mimic that fertile CM that you get when you're ovulating, the egg white CM, which we'll talk about in a second. It mimics that. So it's supposed to help your sperm travel just like you would naturally. And that is really the second option, is just to go natural. When you are ovulating, you produce a cervical mucus that is like egg whites, and that is what helps the sperm make it and travel to the egg. And that is why you're most fertile during that time, is because you're producing the perfect type of cervical mucus. I actually did a whole video just on cervical mucus, which sounds crazy when I say it out loud, but I did. And with this video, I was hoping to help you guys track your ovulation based on cervical mucus. So if that interests you, make sure to check it out. I'll have it listed down below and in the cards. But yeah, if you just go natural, especially during your fertile window, you are producing something that is going to help sperm travel. But if you don't produce a lot, like this girl, then you might need to use some sort of lubricant, and Preseed is definitely a good way to go. Number 2, stop relying on an app to tell you when you're ovulating. I do recommend using an app. I like the Glow app. I've talked about it a million times, but I'm telling you to avoid relying solely on this app and nothing else. If you're anything like me, I have the most irregular periods, irregular cycles, and these apps don't understand that. These apps work because of consistent information and patterns. So if you do not have a pattern in your cycles, then it's not going to understand and really be able to dictate when you're ovulating or when your fertile window is. The app for me has never been 100% accurate. So the day it tells me I'm ovulating, it's usually a week or so later that I actually finally ovulate, because my cycles are all over the place. Sometimes they're really long, sometimes they're more average, and so I cannot depend on an app, and I don't recommend that you do that either. These apps, or at least the Glow app, you can input lots of different types of information. One of those is ovulation predictor kits, which are just those ovulation test strips that I think I've talked about a lot in my videos. I'm actually going to be doing a video next week where I go in depth about ovulation predictor kits, how to use them, how they work, how you read them. So if that interests you, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it, and hit that bell notification too while you're down there. But anyway, you can input information like that. Also, cervical mucus, you can input information like that in the Glow app. And the more information you give the app, the better it will get at predicting your cycle, because it may find a pattern and it won't rely solely on your period, which will hopefully help it be more accurate. Just make sure that you're inputting as much information as possible with ovulation predictor kits and cervical mucus, even symptoms and this and that and the other, so that way it can get to know you a little bit better. Number 3, and I know you've heard this one before, I'm so sorry, I have to say it. Stop stressing out. Avoid stress. I know you've heard this one. If you've watched any trying to conceive videos, everybody's gonna tell you to stop stressing out. And it's probably annoying to hear it over and over again. But honestly, the reason you're hearing it so much is because it truly does affect getting pregnant. I hate to shout out another video, but last week I posted a video about how to prepare for implantation and really things you could be doing during the 2-week wait. And one of those things is reducing your stress levels, because stress actually affects hormones that reduce the blood flow to your uterus. So during the 2-week wait, when that implantation process is happening, that is so important, having good blood flow to your uterus, and you have to try to maintain your stress. In that video, I also talked about, or admitted, I guess, that I really like watching reality love TV shows like The Bachelor and Bachelorette, and this new one I've been watching, Married at First Sight on Hulu. Loving it. I don't know why, but those relax me because I'm more focused on the stress in their lives than my own, and it just chills me out, makes me stop thinking about getting pregnant. It makes me stop thinking about taking that first pregnancy test during the 2-week wait, and it gets my mind off of it. So find something for you that helps you get your mind off trying to conceive in pregnancy and fertility and all of that, and just do it, because it's honestly going to help your body and help you get pregnant. And I know a lot of you out there have been trying for a really long time, and it's frustrating, and you deserve to be frustrated and stressed out, but just do what you can. Stress is just something you totally should be avoiding. Number 4, do not skip prenatal vitamins. Now, you may not know this, but doctors actually recommend that you start taking prenatal vitamins when you're trying to get pregnant, not once you're pregnant. Prenatal vitamins can actually help prevent birth defects and preterm delivery. So doctors find that it's helpful to start taking them before, so your body already has all of these nutrients and vitamins and can really help with your baby's development. Make sure when you are looking for prenatal vitamins that it also includes DHA, or that you're taking a separate supplement to include DHA, which is gonna help with brain and eye development. Definitely talk to your doctor. I'm sure they have some recommendations, but I will throw mine out there for you. I use Nature Made. Honestly, it's reasonably priced. You only have to take 1 pill a day, which is so great, because I know some of them out there you have to take 2, 3, 4 pills a day, and I'm not about that life. And then also with Nature Made, they do have one that includes DHA, so you don't have to take multiple different types of vitamins or pills. So I will definitely have that linked below. When I purchased it, it was like $11 or $12 for 110 pills, which means 110 days worth. And so I bought like 4, and I'm good all the way through postpartum now. So you might want to go ahead and jump on that if that sale is still happening, but I definitely recommend it. I suggest just talking to your doctor and asking them if they think Nature Made is a good prenatal to start with, because honestly, it's been great for me. Number 5, avoid anti-inflammatory pain relievers. That is a mouthful. These are pain relievers like Aleve, Advil, and ibuprofen. Tylenol is known to be safe to take during pregnancy. All of these type of things, I definitely recommend you speaking to your doctor. I would never tell you to take a certain type of medication during your pregnancy. I think that is just one of those things you need to get approval from your own doctor. I have always been told Tylenol is fine and you can use it as directed on the bottle, and then to stay away from things like Aleve, ibuprofen, and Advil. All of those anti-inflammatory pain relievers are known to be risky to take during pregnancy, I think especially in the 3rd trimester. But as far as I've been told by my doctor, just don't take them at all. And as far as taking them while you're trying to conceive, especially in that 2-week wait period, there have been studies that show that they can cause miscarriages. Now, none of these studies are backed up, I don't think, by lots of other studies. So it's not one of those things that is for sure, I guess, but for me, it's just why risk it when there are alternatives like Tylenol. I would speak to your doctor about it just to get that comfort and know, hey, Tylenol is for sure safe. Yeah, you shouldn't be taking anti-inflammatories, but with these studies I found, and I'll have them linked below for you, one was on WebMD and another was on a website called Rooter.com, and they're both showing that it is risky to take during time of conception because of the possibility or risk of miscarriage. So I don't know. I feel like that's just one of those things that for me, it wouldn't be very hard not to take. So I just would rather avoid taking them altogether and not worry about how it could affect me getting pregnant or me being pregnant. So that's just, I guess, more my opinion, and definitely something I would recommend speaking to your doctor about. I guess for me, I have just had 2 miscarriages, and so I've done a lot of research on what causes them, even though the doctor literally told me like there's nothing you did, and I'm sure there wasn't. I'm sure it's just part of it. It's very common, miscarriages happen, and so I know it's not my fault, but I want to make sure I'm not doing anything to risk that happening again. But anyway, guys, that's it. I hope this list was helpful for you and you learned a little something. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And like I said before, if you are new here, please consider subscribing. I would love for you to join my family here on YouTube. I do a lot of pregnancy related videos, but also motherhood and vlogs here and there. I'm actually gonna be vlogging tomorrow, which is Friday, and that is my first ultrasound appointment, and that video should be posted on Monday. So if you guys want to go along with me that day when I finally get to maybe hear a heartbeat and see our baby for the first time, then definitely subscribe and stick around so that you don't miss it. I know I am super excited. And then after that appointment, so probably starting like next week or the week after, I'll start doing weekly updates. So every single week I'll let you guys know what is going on. Sometimes I might do a like sit down version, and other times I might just vlog. I'll just kind of feel it out at the time, but I'm really excited to be able to share my journey with you guys. And yeah, anyway guys, I'll just see you in the next video. Bye. So